Hello, everybody, and welcome to another My Music. Today, I'm going to be joined by the very young Millie Bushell. How old are you now? Right at this minute?
14.
14. And days, because when you're 14, the days matter as well, don't they?
Yes.
Do you know how many days?
Oh, no. I'm not one of those who count now. I don't know. But I'm not long until I'm 15.
There you go.
Yeah.
Millie, who is 14, going on 15, which means that very soon she'll be eligible for her own phone or bus pass. Who knows? We will be talking to Millie about her venture into music so far, what she's learned already in her tender age, and where she wishes to go right after this.
Keep on, don't stop. Keep on, don't stop. Keep on, don't stop.
Millie, thank you for coming on and talking to me today. Now, whilst Millie might be of an age group where some of you, the people that are watching, might be like, well, she won't know any of the kind of music I like. That's not necessarily strictly true, Millie, is it? Because you're one of the new generation of musicians that are trying to make it by covering songs out there on the interweb, etc., doing great covers of songs. Some of those songs are older songs that people like me will remember the first time round. Yeah,
I know.
Who chooses these songs? You or your parents or?
Me and my manager, we work together to choose songs for like what to record and stuff. So that's kind of what we do. But we like to think of a bunch of different ones that kind of loads of different audiences will enjoy. So that's kind of the way we go about things.
Like that. Okay, so when your manager brings you those songs, right? Are there times where you don't know those songs at all? These are completely new to you?
Yeah, quite often. Yes, I'll listen and I'll think, what is that? But most of the time I'll know them and I'll know the chorus, how it goes. But sometimes it takes a little bit of work to get to know the song.
Now, quite rightly, you put your own stamp on these songs, right?
Yes, definitely.
How long does that take? How long does it take you from listening to the song and how it is already produced to coming up with your version of the song?
I mean, if we're speaking of the way I sing it, it doesn't take too long, as I think that's kind of my kind of thing. I'm quite easily able to sing a song and just make it my own. When it comes down to making all of the music and working with the producer, that takes a little while. That takes a few months, definitely, to kind of get it all out there and get it all changed. But yeah.
Yeah. Are you talking about writing your own music as well? Yeah. You're talking about you doing that? You writing your own music and putting your own music out there? Yes.
Yes, definitely. We haven't ventured down that lane just yet at the moment. We're trying to use covers to kind of build my profile at the moment. But we definitely said when I turn 16, we'll probably start it before then. But we want to get, as soon as I turn 16, be ready to get some originals out there.
Okay, so right, let's just talk about that briefly, right? Because you may not have talked about that anywhere else. What's Millie's ear like for music? Okay, as a listener, not as a singer, not as a performer, but as a listener to music, what could we expect Millie to be listening to on any given day, and what might we not expect from Millie? Is there anything on your playlist that we wouldn't necessarily expect from you?
Well, I wouldn't say I'm one of the people to listen to any unusual songs, but I like a lot of sad ones. I'm a very happy person, I think. I'm a very bubbly person, but the main songs I listen to are sad ones, unfortunately. I just think I relate to that. And then in the bath, one thing I like to listen to is a bit of what's the Spanish music? I think it's the Calm Down, Calm Down. So it's very interesting. Very gets me in the vibes. Makes me feel summery.
Spanish music in the bath, right? Okay. Have you thought about learning Spanish?
No, I haven't.
I think we should find you a language teacher right? You
Yes.
should talk to your manager. We should find you a language teacher, and perhaps you should learn a bit of Spanish. You could have a song where midway through you sing a verse in Spanish, do a little bit of the old Spanish thing. Yeah, that would be good.
I mean, that's interesting, definitely.
I think so. What for you? What's the most difficult thing about getting yourself seen out there, as opposed to all of the other people that are trying to do the same thing that you're doing? What's the most difficult thing about it?
I think the most difficult thing right now is definitely my age. I think most people stereotype, a young artist as they don't take you seriously. They don't, they don't think you're willing to put that work in, put the effort in, because you have so much other things going on in your life. I have school, I have sports, I have a social life, that I try and manage. But I think the main thing is definitely being young. I think sadly it does put a limit on where you're going to go, which at the moment I'm trying and sort of getting there, sort of pushing the limit, trying to get out of that kind of little slump that people may put you in as a young artist. But I think I'm doing quite well for my age, trying to get out there, I think social media helps a lot with regards to that. I think the fact that I am young on social media, that kind of benefits me because I can relate to all the other younger audiences that are on there. But in the actual singing kind of industry, it's a lot harder being young, definitely.
Yeah. You say sports. Are you good at sport?
Oh, I love sports. I wouldn't be able to live without sports.
Okay. What sport in particular are you good at?
Well, one thing that not many people may know about me is my height. I'm actually very tall for my age. I'm 5'11",
Wow.
which is quite tall for a 14-year-old girl. So I'm big in the netball, defender, getting in, captain of the team. I love it. It's my favorite. I couldn't live without netball. And then I play rugby and football for my school. I just try and get in on all the sports. I wouldn't be able to live without sports. I'm going crazy this summer without netball because the season's finished. So can't wait to get back.
Has being tall, or has that filled you with confidence, or has that actually made you slightly nervous socially?
I think I've always been quite a confident person, but I think being tall does kind of make an impact on the confidence kind of level, especially in school. Everyone else is shorter than me, and I'm walking through the corridors and I think everyone can see me because I'm taller than them, trying to crouch down to try and fit in, the last one to stand up in class because don't want people, it's just little things like that. I've just try and own it, fake it till you make it, get there type of vibe.
Yeah.
But
do you find that there's a little bit of a kind of, I'm going to use a big word, but a dichotomy there for someone of your age in terms of, on the one hand, you don't want to be seen as a bit of a show off. You want to be sort of, accepted by your social peers and everybody at school and everybody around and whatever. But on the other hand, you've got to kind of show off in order to make this work. Yeah. Do you find that balance sometimes difficult?
I think it definitely is very difficult with people around me, with my social kind of friends. I think it's a lot harder when you've got you're trying to promote that, especially on social media, and everyone follows you and everyone sees you, and then there's the kind of factor of jealousy from people around me, and it's not even people I don't know half of the time. It's people I'm the most closest to, and it's wow, okay. But I think it impacts a lot with the fact of trying to get myself out there and trying to show myself, trying to showcase the achievements that I've achieved over the past few years, but then also trying to keep it so I'm humble, and so that I'm not being braggish or whatever, not being seen as that type of person. Yeah.
What's your favorite song to sing?
Oh, my favorite song to sing. Oh, that's a hard one. I think I love a bit of Tate McRae. She's my inspiration. I love her. I think she's what I want to be when I'm older. She's the pop star that I kind of dream of being one day. I love singing her songs. I love Chaotic by Tate McRae. And I love a bit of Ella Henderson as well, singing a few of her songs. I love singing boy songs like Lewis Capaldi and James Arthur. I love changing them to make it so that a woman's singing it and so that it's completely different than the way that it's usually sung by a boy. I think that's what definitely enjoy doing the most. Yeah.
Cool. What have you learned about your voice in this process? What's been something that you've really had to work on?
One thing I've always had to work on is kind of the lower levels and the higher levels of my voice. Definitely, I think I struggled a lot with going low before. Like the past year, I've been definitely working on that, and I'm a lot more comfortable in the lower tones of my voice now, rather than having to always kind of stay in that middle range. I've also done a lot working on my voice with going higher and being controlled and staying power. I've grown a lot of power in my voice over the last year. I used to say I'd never be able to do a big belter, the big ones, Whitney Houston vibes. I used to say I'd never be able to do those. But now I've been able to grow in a way of that I can take those songs, but I'll not only sing them in the way that they usually sang, because that doesn't fit my voice. I'll take them and I'll change it to where they fit my voice. And I now know my voice, so that when I take a song, I can just completely change it to the way that I sing.
How much work is there involved in it? Are you working with a singing tutor here? Do you work with people on the social media side of things? So when do you live?
I know. I feel like this summer, all I've done is sing. But no, right. I have a singing tutor. Her name is Alice. Her stage name is Ali Me. She went to the Brits. She's awesome. She's amazing. She's doing so good in the industry herself. But I think I don't really regard her as my kind of singing coach anymore. I mean, don't get me wrong, she's helped me so much over the years with my voice, but more she's kind of like my guider now. She kind of guides me in the industry of what to do. Again, kind of like a manager really, of like what to kind of go off, what to kind of do, what songs to sing, what's best to put out there, what's best to not. She's kind of, that's the help I need, and I don't think I would be able to do what I do without her, to be honest with you. But yeah, yes.
Yeah. And then you have other people helping you behind the scenes with the social media and everything.
My mum, my dad, my family, they're very, very supportive. I'm very lucky to have such a supportive family. You know, some people aren't lucky enough with things like that. You have to do it all by yourself. But no, I'm very lucky to have the family that want me to do well and want me to do whatever I want, and they'll help me with whatever I do. So,
well, you can be completely honest now at this point in the interview, right? They're not listening. It's fine.
Yeah,
all right.
They're not listening.
But who's the most honest with you?
Oh my. Wow. Oh my gosh. Wow. You got me on the spot here. I'd say they both have their different kind of roles. I'm not bluffing here.
Well answered. You kept the balance there.
Yes, I'm trying to keep it here. They both have their different roles and they both do a lot. But I think my dad does a lot in the kind of social media aspect, where he's looks like he's doing more because he's always in the videos, he's always organizing all the events for me, he's always organizing everything so that it all goes well for me. I mean, I'm so forever grateful with that for him. Like he's awesome, like he's amazing. Everyone can tell we've got such a great bond. We've always had a great bond since I've been.
You can tell us. Is he secretly a frustrated singer in himself? Does he wish that he did this when he was younger?
Yeah, I think he does. To be honest with you, I think he's kind of living it through me, to be honest with you. But
we all do that, you know. We all do it. It's fine.
Yeah. And then my mum, she does a lot of the kind of social media, like not on, but behind the scenes, all the replying to the comments, the kind of reposting the videos, all the favoriting, all that.
Mum, you're doing all the hard graft, aren't you, Mum?
She is. She definitely is.
Well done, Mum.
But they both, I usually give them the roles, share them out equally, so they both do enough. They both do a lot, so very grateful for that.
Cool. What chores do you get at home?
Oh, chores, clean.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be completely honest here. I do none. I mean, really? I try and keep my bedroom tidy. That never really happens. But I think I don't really have time with everything that I do. I don't have time to try and fit in extra chores. I mean, it sounds silly, and I feel bad.
You can manifest it, yes, and it might happen.
It's just the fairies are going to come in and sort it all out. They're going to polish the surfaces for us. Yeah.
Oh, maybe. So really, you need this pop career to take off so that somebody else does that for you.
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
Is what you're
You're
saying.
gonna have to employ someone, or just find a nice husband that will do it for me. Get the
No,
one way or the
no.
other.
No. You just be successful enough that you can get the people to do it, right?
Yes,
clean the crib and all of that sort of thing. What's the big dream for you?
The big dream, I think, definitely pop star. Definitely, I want people to know my name. I want to be on the stage. I want to inspire people. I think that's always been a thing that I've said since I was younger, and it's not some soppy, sad thing. But one thing that I do, I really connect with music. Whatever I listen to, I think of the lyrics. I think of how it's going. I think of what I can relate it to in my life, and I love doing that. And I would love it if people could do that with my music, if other people would be able to sit there and listen to my music and connect with it the way that I do. That's the kind of the dream, and to be able to sell out stadiums, have people watching me because they enjoy my music. That's kind of the dream that we're going for here. So fingers crossed we'll get somewhat near it, hopefully, if we keep on this track.
Okay, so on the grand plan, right?
Yeah.
At what age are you releasing your own music?
Right.
What age will that happen, do you think?
I think we're aiming for 16. I think I'm going to start now. I'm turning 15 in a few months. I'm going to start writing to get ready for it. And then when I'm turning 16, I think the music's going to start coming out. Then after I've built my platform a little bit, got a few more covers coming out, and then built the platform, got the kind of name out there, just a tad, and then we're going to go bang with some originals. But yeah.
Right. Yeah. Well, you've got to make sure that what goes out there is the right stuff. It's the right quality.
Yeah.
You're really happy with it, etc. before you go out there. Okay. So we're looking forward a little bit. You're 16. You've got some songs out. You've got your first EP out, maybe towards the end of your 16th year. You're heading towards 17 or whatever. Who do you want a support slot with? Come on, you've got to manifest it now.
I'll actually tell you, these past few months, I've been trying to support Callum Scott on his tour. I want to do that. I was like, but I highly doubt I will get it. I was like, I'm 14, I'm in Wales. I was like, not many people know who I am. I was like, there's much bigger people than me in London. I was like, doubt I'm going to do it. But actually, a lot of people of my followers, they were doing the link for me. They were doing all the tagging me in all of his videos, which very thankful for, forever grateful, but we actually haven't heard anything back yet, and I don't think we will, to be honest, because it's just way up the scale for me, but I don't think we will. But definitely, if I was thinking in the future to support, I'm going to see Coldplay on Friday. I would love to be able to support Coldplay. They're awesome. They would be my dream to support them, or supporting my idol that I've grown up with, so something like that. Yeah, definitely.
I can see both of those. I mean, Chris Martin is a massive advocate for new musicians, young musicians trying to get new talent through. It would be absolutely fantastic. Yeah,
awesome.
No, absolutely. How can people? Thank you so much for coming and talking today, and giving us a little bit of your time. Look how quickly the time just flies.
I know.
What can people do for you today that helps you today?
One thing, definitely go check me out on all of my social medias. They're actually the same on all apps, so it's easy access for you. It's Millie Bushell _ on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook. And then also make sure to go check out my Spotify. My new song Cry For You is out. It is on there. It's got over 30,000 streams at the moment. It's only been out for a month or so, which is awesome. I think the fact that it was on Love Island a few weeks back helped a lot. So that was amazing. Didn't expect that this year. And also my other song, EXO, is also out on Spotify, which was recorded last year, and it was played on the Love Island UK final last year. So
look at you getting syncs already at your age. Crazy. Brilliant. Well done, you. Well, listen, Millie, we wish you all the best. We'd love to have you back in the future when all of the other stuff happens, right? I'll still be here when I'm 99, so it's no problem at all. All right. But thank you for letting us in at this stage of your journey. All right, folks, this is wonderful Millie Bushell. Go and check out all of the stuff that she's doing at the moment. Follow her on the socials as well. It's great to support music at whatever age people are coming into it at on this show. It's a beautiful thing, and it doesn't matter where people are on that journey. We're here to support it. We will be back soon with more of the same. But until then, from Millie and myself, the old person that you're trying to forget about, bye for now.
Fabulous. Bye.